I'm asking all of my guests if they could identify what they see as their biggest risk. And I'm not necessarily looking for an insurance answer, but I was hoping you could share with the listeners what you see as the biggest risk to your uh, investment operation, or how, what you see as the biggest risk.
Absolutely. I'll be more than happy to, and I know exactly how to answer this question. A lot of people think real estate is risky. Real estate is not risky. Being uneducated, that is what's risky, right? Once you get the education, it takes the risk out of it. Now, you also may need somebody to help you. Like you said, you can take on that risk yourself, or you can transfer that risk, right? Or minimize that risk or transfer it. That's what insurance does, right? But in real estate, I mean, yes, you've got to have property insurance, you've got to have liability insurance, you've got to have E&O insurance if you're a licensed agent, but you've also got to have education, right? Education takes away the risk. If you don't know how to handle something, you need to either get educated or be able to latch on to somebody that does. Like, I have a lot of students. We have a partner program. It's like a coaching and mentoring program where we help students and partner with them. And a lot of them will run into a situation and they don't know how to handle, and they reach out to me. For example, just a couple of days ago, a student messaged me and he said, "Hey, I've got this seller. He's got a property. He took the property as payment for something where somebody owed him money, but he deeded it to his son's name, right? So how much should I offer him? Blah blah blah." And I said, "Well, first of all, you've got a problem you didn't even think you had. They deeded it to the son. The son is a minor. The son can't sign anything. So the court is going to appoint a guardian ad litem, I think that's what it's called, to oversee that transaction and make sure the seller, the son's parent, is acting in the best interest," right? So there's all different kind of things that you need to be aware of that you may not even know you have a problem yet, right? So when I advised him about that, I told him to talk to his seller and find out if he knew that was the case, that he's going to have to go through that when he sells the property.
So my next question is, Larry, that sounds like a lesson maybe you learned. Is that how did you run into that situation on
Oh,
your own, or?
I ran into it years ago when I made a hard money loan in my son's name, and then the property got in default, and we had to foreclose to get the property back and then sell it. And we had to do the same thing. We had to do the same thing to be able to get clear title to the property to sell it, because even though I gave my son the money and made the hard money loan in his name, even though we did that, we were acting in his best interest. The court had to appoint an attorney to oversee that transaction to make sure we were still acting in the best interest of my son.